Hey guys, Corey NWF here, don't you know? And today I'm going to be showing you a video against one of the best players in the game right now. Really great player, and it's my guy YT Gaming 2-Top, and he's T13 right now. He was T8, but if you don't play, every hour, you know how it changes. So really great player here. He's also a fellow YouTuber. Make sure to check him out. YT Gaming 2-Top, don't you know? Really love his content. And full disclosure, we played a best of 3, and he's going to be posting that video, so see how those results end up. I'm going to be showing you our game that we played on Glade. So arguably, people have said I am T1 Glade. I would argue that I'm T10 Glade for sure on that map. I've beaten Ryan Mahalik. I've beaten No Monies, Boltrix, who else? Asian Sensation. A lot of great YouTubers I've played and I've beat on Glade. So I want to show you how we ended up playing and what that looks like for today. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Please consider liking and subscribing. I do have a goal of 5 likes in this video and just 1 new subscriber, and that could be you. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump on into that game and see how we did. All right, here we go. YT Gaming 2-Top, don't you know? All right, so we lost the first game, but man, I thought for sure I could defend against Region Rainbows. But second game, Glade, this is my map. Let's do it, don't you know? And yeah, we're not changing our strat or anything, so got to be mindful of those early rushes for sure. Yeah, those Region Rainbows are intense, let me tell you. But what are you gonna do? Good game. Well, this is my game now, and the thing that I love about this strat, Dartling is still very OP, very much so. It's not as powerful now that they've fixed the glitch when it comes to the laser shock, but they buffed the Mad. Still really good. If you just get up a second Dartling, it's going to be really effective, and sometimes you can even get the Boomer for support, so should be fine there. Not sure why I did the sad face. Maybe he accidentally removed the wrong one. I've noticed a lot of people put their 2 Dartlings down there and they aim upwards. I've always had my Dartling in this direction, and as you can see, my Dartling is shooting down this straight line path, so I'll upgrade to the 100 for focused firing, and I'll just pin it there so it just stays in place. Okay, now I can go for the 120 now, so that's good, and we're gonna eco on here till we get over 400 eco. Round 5 we'll start sending spaced whites. I'm gonna get my second Dartling way up top, and there's reasons why I do this. It breaks down the balloons before it gets to my second Dartling, and I'll show you when the time comes how I can face downwards so the 2 Dartlings are working together on both ends. And I found great success with this. Some people might argue otherwise, but I don't know. It's just, this is what I do. And so we're way over 400 eco, which is great. Now we're going to go for our Dartling up here and see how we're shooting against the grain. So we've got this Dartling shooting against the grain and the bottom Dartling shooting against the sent path as well. So going to send spaced whites now. Is he going to send spaced whites or greens? Okay, spaced whites. So we got the 0-2, and we're going to go for a 0-2-2. So we're going to go for powerful darts as soon as we can without impeding our ability to send eco. Looks good. We got that. So we got the powerful darts. The 0-2-2 looks good. I'm not sure if I should go for a 2-0-2 with a laser shock. I always use the 0-2-2 though. So that's looking good. Typically round 7, we send a bunch of yellows. Okay. Looking good, looking good. It's round 7. Let's queue up the yellows. And the defense we have right now will defend against constant yellows, no problem. See how it's firing again? So it's mostly blue to green balloons that are finally showing up for my other dartling. So totally fine there. We defend easily. Opens there to clean up if necessary, but not even really necessary. And we can eco really well here. So we're going to keep ecoing. Probably over 800 eco before I start sending these spaced whites. Eco. Okay, now let's do it. So we can get close to 900 eco by the time it's round 11. And we'll just send these spaced whites here, no problem. Now, typically, if they send me a rush round 9 or before round 11, I'll get the laser shock in my bottom dartling. Totally fine there. Looking good, looking good. I'd like to be able to keep my top dartling, but more often than not, I end up selling it. Yeah, he's sending lead, so I'm going to go ahead and sell it and just go for the rocket storm. There we go. Looking good. He sent some purples there, no problem. We were able to defend just fine. I'm going to get up this spike factory and my boomer. I'm going to show him what I got. I don't want to lose to no region rush here, so I'm going to clear this out of the way. I'm just being extra safe here because YT Gaming 2-Top is an awesome rusher. He knows his stuff, so... Okay, we can eco on now. Okay, he's showing me his boomer. Very nice. So, there are two strats that are really hard for me to rush. I cannot do the Corey NWF rush against boomer. And it's also very difficult to do against the NG and Druid. So, boomer absolutely can't rush. And NG and Druid is difficult as well. So typically I go for a 3-2-0, but recently what I've been doing is my spike factory, I go for a 2-2. The bottom path gives it long life here, okay? So because these spiked balls aren't going to be used a lot because my dartling's defending, I'm going for the long life ones. So I'm going to get a 3-0-2 spike factory in the back, so all of these spikes are going to keep building up. So there's no reason to go for faster production because they're eventually going to go away since I didn't use them anyway. Whereas if I go for the bottom path, they're going to end up staying there longer. I hope I explained that correctly. You know what I mean? So the spike balls are going to be there, and so by the time that round 18 or they send Moabs, if they have to get used, well, there's going to be significantly more spike balls in the back because they get to last more rounds. So I've been doing that recently. See, I don't have to do anything here. I'm going to send them 2 Moabs to see if I can force defense. But see, 1 Moab, nothing. The spike factory is so OP. Okay, we forced that. Will that sneak through? Oh, boomer coming in clutch for him. Okay, but he did upgrade his defense, so... that was good. Probably only had to send 1, but I threw 2 in there. See if I can put the pressure on. That's what I love about Glade. It's the shortest map for direct send Moabs. Actually, it might be the second shortest because Koru is really short where it just turns and goes straight down. I'm pretty sure Koru is the shortest map. But Glade is my favorite for sure. Both are 2 very, very short maps. We're sending these spaced whites. I want to eco until about round 20. Is typically what I do against most people. And then I'll save up money and do the Corey NWF rush. Fortified ZOMGs and regular ZOMGs. But against him, I'm not going to be able to do that. So... he loves using the strategy Dartling, Heli, and Super. But on short maps like Koru and Glade, he'll end up using Boomer instead of the Super Monkey, which is really smart. He's very successful. Dartling Heli is, arguably one of the top 3 strats used. Very, very strong for getting money. I'm going to go for the 402 Spike Factory back here. So this is going to start building up. So by the time he sends a rush, we're going to have that built up in the back there, which is really strong against DDTs. And I don't know how many DDTs that can solo by itself, but it's significant. It's several. So the 402 Spike Factory is insane. Okay, he's sending his UMG. I'm going to get up 5 of these boomers. I always hear people saying, like, you only need 2 boomers. I don't know where they're getting that from. Like, maybe incongruent with some other defense, like Village, but 4 will completely defend. But 5 will help defend once it breaks down into Moab class balloons. So 5 can pretty much infinitely stall, in my experience. So if he sent me 2 or 3 more ZUMGs, it would do nothing if I have up 5 boomers with the Moab press. So that is exactly what we're doing. We got all 5 up. Now I'm going to strategically place all of these Spike Factories. I want at least 5 for Spike Storm. And something that's a really good strat here, a lot of times if he rushes me, I'll boost and use all of my Spike abilities, and then I'll counter immediately. Because when I use my Spike Storms, the entire map will be covered, and that gives me plenty of time to rush. So that is going to be my strategy. I'm probably going to send him DDTs, a bunch of them, like round 30. Unless he rushes me before then, that's the strategy for now. But look at all these Moabs. See all these regular Moabs? And the Boomer's just putting in work here. Okay, and maybe some of it went back to the Spike Factory, but the Spike Factory is more than fine to hold off. So we got 3,000 eco. I like where we're at with eco. So we're going to go for these 2 4-0s now. And I like to upgrade 2 first to make sure, because you need lead popping power. If you get up a 1-4, and you do the Spike Storm with no lead ability, DDTs just go right through it. You need to have the red hot spikes to be able to pop lead balloons. So don't make that mistake. Don't be that person. Make sure you get 2 upgrades on the top so that you can pop leads for sure. All right, so we have to be ready for DDTs. If he sends 1 or 2 spaced, I'll use a Spike Storm. But I'm just going to slowly save up all these Spike Storms. And then we're going to save up money for DDT power for round 30. Like I said, if he rushes me before then, I can sell my boomers and counter rush. But let's see how we do here. We're getting pretty close. I got all my Spike Factories here. Looking good, feeling good. All of those spiked mines are doing really good in the back there. He's got a laser cannon. Really interesting. So, this is anyone's game right now. Okay, he's rushing me. Let's tower boost. Let's use all of our Spike Fact. Okay. Now let's counter and boost. Look how we're destroying all of his DDTs. Look, geez, we got the victory. Let's go. Wow, look at how we destroyed all of those DDTs. He didn't send fortified. The Spike Storms defended all of that, and the spiked mines in the back were great. Thanks for watching. Let's watch that again in super slow mode here. I tower boost. I use all 5 Spike Storms. Look at how they just melt. And see how my trees are still up? Not only do I have all of those spiked mines in the back, but the trees are there. I send DDTs, and I balloon boost way too late, but look. My trees are still up. My trees are still up. Look at that. Okay. Look at that. Bam, my tree stayed up the entire time. That's just amazing how it was able to defend. See how it just defended all of that? Like, the spike factory was just crazy OP there. Defended all of that. So, Spike Factory OP, Boltrix and KK Gaming know what they're talking about. Join us in the Spike Factory world. Don't you know? Corey and WF, thanks for watching. To watch our full best of 3, make sure to check out my boy YT Gaming 2 Top. Check out his channel, subscribe, and he will post our full best of 3.